Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, the main goal will be to share with you the main electric energy that is gonna happen today, 16th of May, that I'm recording today, the 17th, then tomorrow, 17th of May, and the 18th of May. Why is that? So we just left the full moon in Scorpio that was quite intense and was revealing something that was hidden in our subconscious, and also you might experience because Uranus was really close to the Sun, you might experience already unexpected surprises, but that's gonna be really intense as we move forward towards the weekend, because we need to give a special emphasis to the energy that is, technically speaking, the Sun that is conjuncting Uranus. What does it mean that? The Sun represents the identity, the vitality, and Uranus represents the expected and unexpected, represents a rebellious energy. And so let's say can be quite an explosive energy during the weekend, and you might sense already something today. Why I'm saying today? Because today we have the moon in Capricorn that is squaring Venus, and you might start to feel some friction, some tension with your work colleagues, with your environment. And the moon in Capricorn is inviting us to stick to our responsibility, especially at work, connected to business. So you might end up finishing late at work. And let's say it's the main theme for today is desires versus responsibilities. And the key to navigate this energy is that you might be not satisfied with your relationship, with your money situation, with your budgeting, with your relationship, with your friendship, but the key is to focus on a solution and not complaining. That's the main energy for today. And you might be finished to work really late. But the key is to be slow and be steady towards your goal. Then as we approach Saturday, Sunday, as I stated before, we have an electric energy. And you might ask yourself, okay, which are the main themes connected to Sun conjunct Uranus? I identify 4 or 5 themes that we need to be aware to better navigate this experience. The first theme is connected to decentralization connected to finances. As we know, Uranus represents a rebellion energy in Taurus that represents stability, resources, finance, resources, and new value. And so there is a decentralization about finances. And there might be like economic disruption and volatility of the market, of the financial market. This is one aspect connected to Uranus in Taurus. Then the second theme, it might be that we might have, like, because Uranus is connected to Aquarius, we might have like a technological breakthrough connected to AI and new medical environment solution and machine, for example, that will serve us to move forward to some technological advancement. The third theme is connected to all the time that we have Uranus, we have like an energy of people that are rebelling the status quo. So we might sense already a start of a cultural shift regarding the collective. New beliefs are emerging regarding the collective, and this is in the main theme connected to the Aquarius age that we are all moving forward. So it's really positive because all this disruption, all these changes that we will face during all 2025 are really the key in order for a new society, a new beliefs, a new collective beliefs to emerge. Then another important key for this weekend to pay attention is that Uranus represents a sudden realization, a sudden insight that it's a kind innovative and original and creative. So pay attention to unconventional ideas that you might have during the weekend, and keep track in your diary, for example. This is really important. And last but not least, we already face all over 2024 and the beginning of 2025 a lot of solar storm, intense solar activities, and also geomagnetic activities. In the last 2 months we face a lot of earthquakes and Vulcanos eruption. This is really connected to Uranus in Taurus, and so towards the weekend we might face also some issue connected to the earth. The soil is moving, is shaking once again. And here in Italy, for example, 2 days ago, we had a really small earthquake that was pre-announcing maybe this explosive energy for the weekend. And now you might ask, okay, but another important thing is that last but not least, actually, Uranus is really connected to the aviation. So there might be disruption connected to flight. And this energy is really similar to the energy that we face when we had Uranus in conjunction to Mars the 19th of July 2024. I remember really well that date because I was at the airport and we had so many disruptions. So it might be a similar energy, so there might be some echo in that sense. But you might ask yourself, okay, how you can navigate better this energy, because a lot of you started to write to me on Telegram and via email, and you started to sense, like I did last night and this morning, this electric energy that might impact our nervous system. So how to navigate this intense energy? Couple of keys that are really useful for you is key number 1 is ground yourself. So meditation, yoga, any kind of breath work can be really helpful for the coming weekend. Second, it's really important to stay flexible and not have a rigid plan of what you want to achieve regarding your vision, because you might receive a lot of disruption about this plan. So you need to learn to be flexible and, of course, to have a lot of patience and avoid, let's say, reckless risk. And last but not least, that I believe that is the most important part of the weekend, is take note of any kind of intuitive ideas during the upcoming weekend, because they're gonna serve you in the long term for your long-term vision, long-term project, and so on. And what is important is that this conjunction, Uranus, will be at 27 degrees. It will be at 27 degrees in Taurus. So it's really important to check if you have in your birth chart any on your planet at 27 degrees, because there you might get hint of what might happen in your life. Of course, it's really difficult when we have Uranus. A lot of you ask me what might happen during the weekend, but it's really difficult to predict what might happen, because Uranus is really a sudden energy. But if you see that if you have some planet in birth chart at 27 degrees, you might expect that some surprises might arrive in specific area of your chart. Okay, and of course 27 is correlated to the energy of Gemini, and that is connected to communication, travel, and also duality, having in front of you two kind of paths that you need to decide. And there might be a lot of communication travel that you might add during the week, and you will have during the weekend. And so the main focus will be really communication. So an advice might be, like it happened for me this morning, it might be check your spam emails, because you might receive important minutes that you overlook. Okay, so this was really an important, quick and spontaneous video to help you navigate the upcoming weekend, that it's quite intense. I trust this video was useful. Please don't forget to subscribe if you find it useful, so this will allow me to create more and more videos in the future. Thank you for your attention, and see you to the next episode. Ciao ciao!